like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I come alive in the double, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose. In a race I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim on.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off the play fake. Richards. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Richards. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Let's go now. Going to be rail.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. He'll drop to throw.
Able to find his man, Woods.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards. Third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. This is Coleman with the ground.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
9th play of the drive coming up. It's certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn it into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here we go, set, right, right. Slide through. Green back.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Ready?
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Again, it'll be Taylor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So, line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Richards.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Colts 24, Titans nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. A final shot before break. Richards. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Richards. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First target, first catch, and a first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff up the middle. Roach, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Richards. And he's got his man out of the... There he goes, right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 3rd down, Richards. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down,
Richards. And this is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Richards. Flush to his right. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Operating from the gun, Richards. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 7, but it's
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts!
Jelani Woods.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch. Made this is 25-yard line. The Titans take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice out because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Richards. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly